I know we're probably getting kind of close to time, but I mean, this issue of prayer has just kind of been laced through the whole conversation. And when it comes to spiritual disciplines, I don't even know that that's a discipline as much as it is just a spiritual sort of opportunity we have. I don't want to say obligation at all. I know it's not an obligation, but I know for a lot of our students, prayer is something that is more fabricated. It's more, sort of carbon copy. This is what you say. So how do you shift from doing prayer to being a person of prayer?
Well, that's good. That's a really good question. Um, Doing prayer to being a person of prayer.
That was not a pre-scripted question, so I apologize.
I think it's a great question. I'll tell you personally, for me, what really helped is um, is being around people who pray. I think that was what happened with the disciples. They got around Jesus, and Jesus prayed because in the Old Testament, God says, "I will pour out a spirit of grace and prayer." And so there's almost like a spirit of prayer, like that
Mhm.
takes it from being a performance to being intimacy with God. So it's when we get around people who are like, man, they have that, we're like, man, I want that, you know, I want that. And during my life, I'd done that with preaching. I'd hear
Right.
Louis Giglio, and I was like, I want to be like that, and I'd hear people preach and go. But then when you get around people who have that intimacy with God, you're like, I want to know God like that.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy His presence like that. Man, I want to pray with power like that. I want the results of what they have. I want to hear God's voice like that. And it's that draws us in. So when I was in college and I'd hear Tom pray, and these people who are on the prayer team, like that became contagious. I think maybe we learn how to pray by praying with people who know how to pray.